Hello students, I am Dr. Nidhi Mishra, Assistant Professor English, Govind Sarang Government Law College, Bhatapara. And topic of my today's lecture is modal auxiliary verbs. Now let us look at the definition of modal verbs. Modal verbs or auxiliary verbs are a special kind of helping verbs. A modal verb helps the main verb to express the mood of the subject, and at the same time it can indicate possibility, persuasion, ability, willingness, etc. Now some of examples of modal verbs are can, could, will, would, may, might, must, ought to, should, shall. Modal verbs are also called modal auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliaries, or simply modals. These verbs are a subcategory of auxiliary verbs, which means they cannot be used without a verb. Now let us look at the structure of a modal verb. All modal verbs must be followed by a main verb in the base form, except for ought to. This is a modal, ought to, which is followed by an infinitive. Now let us look at the graphic representation of a structure of a modal verb. Here first we see subject, then there is modal, then there is the main verb. Now there are some basic rules regarding modal verbs. First of all, modal verbs do not have all the tenses. Modal verbs use other verbs to complete their tenses. Modal verbs have the same form for all subjects. Modal verbs are put in front of the subjects for questions. And we also don't use do, does, or did. Now let us see an example. Can she play tennis? Here modal verb can has been put in front of the subject she, and a question has been formed. Modal verbs do not have infinitive or ing form. Modal verbs don't have participle, that is ed or ing forms. Ed is the past participle and ing is the present participle. So we can't make continuous or perfect tenses with them. Instead, main verbs are used for this purpose. Example, they can't be waiting for us. Here instead of can't be waiting has been used for the purpose. Now, modals also do not accept conjugation. Modals do not need other auxiliary verbs. Modals can have more than one meaning depending on the situation. Now let us see how modals are used in a sentence. In an affirmative sentence, the structure is subject plus modal verb plus main verb in base form. For example, I will go. This is an affirmative sentence. And in negative sentence, let's see the structure. Subject plus modal verb in negative plus main verb in base form. Now, I will not go. This will be the negative sentence. I is the subject and modal verb is in negative is will not, and base verb is go. Now let's see structure in questions. The structure is modal verb plus subject plus main verb in base form. Example, will you go? Here modal is in front of the subject will, and subject is followed by it you, and main verb is go. So this becomes a question. Now there are different kinds of modal verbs. For example, will Will is used to express capability. Example, I will do hard work. Will model is also used to express future. Example, we will travel to Raipur next week. Another model is might. Might is used to express uncertain or unlikely possibility. Example, they might move to Japan someday. Another model is should. Should is used to give recommendations or to give advice. Example, you should start studying. Next model is ought to. Ought to represents formal recommendation. Example, you ought to stop smoking. May. May is another model which tells us about the permission. Example, may I close the door? May also represents strong possibility. Example, we may visit Mumbai this year. Must is another model which represents obligation and necessity. Example, we must respect our elders. Must also represents assumption. Example, the minister didn't arrive. He must be busy. Can. Can model presents ability. Example, I can do this work. Can is also used for permission. Example, can I go out? Shall is used for future action. Example, shall we go? Shall is also used for promises or voluntary actions. Example, we shall study now. Would model is used to make polite requests. Example, would you like some more coffee? Could model is used for possibility. Example, you could see a movie. Could is also used for past ability. Example, I could study for hours when I was a student. There are some verbs which also functions as models. Example, like to, want to, need to, have to, look forward to. Now let us look at some examples. They like to play cricket. Mohan wants to buy a car. You need to meet the principal. We must remember these are basically verbs which are acting as models but are not models. Now, let us see the conclusion. A modal verb is basically used to indicate modality, that is likelihood, ability, permission, request, capacity, suggestions, objection, order, or advice. We must remember that modal verbs do not have any tenses, form of persons, or except conjugation. And we can make negative modals by using not or an apostrophe T with them. Modals are followed by main verb in a sentence. This ends my lecture. I hope all of you students have understood the concept of modals. Thank you.